get beat in a hurry. You've got to settle down and make good, tough shots.
And right now, Marc McDowell's got to get up here and fill 2 frames to keep him locked out. That's the best kind of fill right there.
The only problem is Baker can't do anything other than strike at this stage, and Marc McDowell, bowling brilliantly thus far, is headed for the semifinal match.
And he could strike out this game for 255 with another 9-strike performance.
Boy, really slumping, isn't he?
Yeah.
Shot 268 the first game. That's his kind of an evening thus far.
Just like Ambletto last week. Ambletto started 260, 250 his first 2 games last week. Shows you the caliber of the young competition on the PBA Tour. Leaves a 10-pin, but that's more than enough to have the victory. He's going to go on to face Hugh Miller,
the first left-hander that we'll see. And of course, the tournament's top seed, Scott Devers, also left-handed out of Centerville, Indiana. So a little variety here this evening. So a couple of players that really hook it, and a couple of left-handers, and it's just amazing to me the number of different factions of types of players on the PBA Tour, and how you get so many different types of players on each telecast. It's amazing. There are so many different ways, I guess, to strike out here. And speaking of a man who used to strike quite often, there he is, our general manager here at Golden Pin Lanes, Pete Thomas, and his lovely wife. And Pete, as he mentioned in the bowling news, won his very first PBA tournament that he ever entered in Waukegan, Illinois.
They're a bowling family. Sandy, I've known for years, and their son Mike bowled in the tournament.
Yeah, Mike is 20 years old and is about 6'5", and I think he's still growing. McDowell keeps the pressure on and whacks the pocket one more time for a beautiful 234 game, and he is, as Harry Golden would say, is the bowler with a hot hand. Tom Baker at this point just trying to fill out the match, as it were.
3-6-10. So the veterans are yet to bowl 200. And the rookies, well, he's no longer a rookie. He's in his 2nd year.
Yeah, but he's still wet behind the ears.
Averaging over 250.
Tom Baker will head on next week to Austin with $6,000 in his pocket from his effort this week. He's really had an amazing comeback. I talked to him quite a while last night about that wrist, and he said it's never going to get any better. I'm just hopeful that by shortening up my span and making some other adjustments in the pitch and the grip that I can prolong my career. But that's got to be tough, Mike, when you're in a situation where you have to bowl with pain and bowl with a hand that really isn't 100%.
And Tom is what we call a feel bowler. He likes to get that ball to feel exactly right in his hand, and when he gets that feel, he's hard to beat.
Well, no question about that. He set a number of PBA scoring records, but he didn't have quite enough here in Tucson this evening as he loses match number 2, the final 234 to 189. So the youngster from Madison, Wisconsin continues to climb.